Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle again, back from the video. And today I want to talk about the Broncos uh, pick, 74 overall pick there. So we picked up Pat Bryant there, wide receiver there from Illinois. So he is this guy there. He looked pretty solid there. He's a really solid back there, and I think this is one of Sean Payton's guys there. He's kind of like mostly a big one there. He's mostly kind of like a bully there, and mostly not like a small type of guy. He's mostly a really big wide receiver there. Mostly the only big wide receiver we also have is mostly Cortland Sutton there. Honestly, for this pick here, I mostly feel really, really strong there for this pick. He's a really good player there overall. And I think he did really, really. I think he's going to do really good in the NFL there. But this is also alarming there for Cortland Sutton there in the future there. Possibly him being his replacement or Pat Bryant's. Pat Bryan there possibly might replace Cortland Sutton in the future there. I do not 100% know. I think that's not really fully the case there. I think Cortland Sutton there will still be in Denver. I think he's just going to be a backup for Cortland, and I think that's what it really is going to be like. I think he's going to be mostly a full backup for Cortland Sutton there. But he is kind of like what Sean Payton kind of likes type of guy there. He might just take under a wing for Cortland for a couple years there. Cortland's going to be possibly he's going to learn under Cortland Sutton for a year. I think that's what it's going to happen for Pat Bryant there. But Pat Bryant there, he looked pretty good. He looked really solid there. He actually kind of reminds me of kind of a little bit Jerry Jeudy type of style without the diva part there. Mostly, I think he's kind of looks not like Jerry Jeudy. He kind of looks like C.D. Lamb. I think he kind of looked like C.D. Lamb there. This guy does kind of look like C.D. Lamb, but for this pick here, I might give this like possibly maybe a C plus. There, this is possibly maybe a C plus or maybe a B. Honestly, I think this might be a B. This guy might be possibly a B, possibly a B minus type of player there because we don't know if this is going to be Cortland Sutton's replacement there. If Cortland Sutton was not on our team there, possibly I might give this maybe A minus there. Maybe this guy might get an A minus there and stuff. But his stats there looked really, really good there. He got a couple of receptions there. He got like 11 touchdown passes in 2024 there. He can actually outmaneuver guys there. He looked really, really fast, and I think he can fit this team there. I think he can easily fit this team as a backup role. I think he might be mostly like a backup role in this one compared to the other receivers there and stuff. I think he might do the backup role pretty well, and I think he might do pretty well in the backup role, mostly backing up Cortland Sutton. I think that's what's really going to happen with Pat Bryant there. Pat Bryant, I think he might be a backup role type of guy. And what do you guys think about Pat Bryant? What do you guys think about that there? Honestly, like I said before, I won't judge them until they hit on the field there. But in the stats wise, he's possibly maybe a B plus or possibly a B minus there. This guy possibly is a B minus in the stats, but mostly I can't really judge them until they hit the field. So what do you guys think about this? Comment, rate, more sponsors, bills. We like Lord Reynolds. Please subscribe. Hit the notification and see uploads and live streams. Our sponsors, bills. Like out and peace.